All right, what's up, y'all? This is actually gonna be a live. I'm just waiting for my producer to hop on in, and we will get it started. How's everybody doing? Welcome. It's night of the winter solstice that will be happening tomorrow. So, there it is. Okay, cool.
Hi,
What's up, Cassie?
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I did forget to tell everybody. Hi, I'm Tanae, by the way. This is,
Oh, hello, I'm
yes.
Cassie. How's it going?
Hey. Hey, what's up, Red Jones? Like, joined it in. Hey,
Um,
Charles.
right.
All right. All right. So, anyways, hey guys, thank you so much for joining us live. Cassie and I have been friends for a hot minute and a half, and all we do is talk about astrology and zodiac. If you know either one of us, that's what you know about us. So we decided to start this channel, Zodiac Chat Line. So tonight we are going to talk to you about the winter solstice happening tomorrow on December 21st, 2021. It is quite the numerology. If you add it all up, it's 11, a master number, very intuitive time and introspective. So, Cassie, tell me about your winter. What does that winter solstice mean to you?
So, I love the winter solstice, which is weird because I'm a summer baby and I generally hate all things winter. But I am also super anal retentive and I love goal setting and reflection. And the winter solstice is when you do that. This is the shortest day of the year, the most darkness. So take a nap, if that feels good to you, but also do
I
some
love naps.
journaling. Where you been this year? Where are you headed next year? Like that's traditionally what this day celebrates is the death of last year's crop and the beginning of next year's. So what is to come in these upcoming seasons? That's what I associate with the winter solstice. And this whole period between the winter solstice and New Year's for me is all about, okay, where am I headed for next year? 2022, what is my vision? It never comes true, but
My vision is hopefully we won't talk about COVID as much, but but I will say for the winter solstice for me is a great, almost like a new year. It's a great time I love to be introspective. I love to just sit and ponder and think and all of the things. These past couple of years have been rough for everyone. I know I am no exception to the rule. But this year became very, very healing. And I look forward to the winter solstice. It gives me time to just be still as the earth is still. We don't see much growth on the surface, but underneath it is definite growth. And sometimes these winter times are hard for people. Seasonal depression does come about for people during this time with the holidays and things like that. So it's just really good to, as you said before, be gracious with yourself. Um,
yeah. I feel like it's weird too. I noted maybe it's because it's the holidays and everybody's anticipating visiting their family. And so it's not, but I just feel like I noticed like a lot of people die this time of year. Like I truly like, I feel like every like year I'm just like, oh, somebody's telling me about somebody that died and it's like right around Christmas or right around Thanksgiving. And I don't know, but it's a season of death. It's represented by the death card in the tarot, right? Like it's
the
it's
devil,
represented
the
by the
devil.
devil. Or no, not the solstice though. That's Capricorn association is the
Yeah,
devil.
but
But
the solstice is a time like for everybody. Death is regeneration in some ways. It's
mm-hmm,
always an ending to create a big ending. It's never an ending just to end.
mm-hmm. My favorite goddesses, Kali from the Hindu pantheon,
Yes,
goddess, a mother goddess who's also a goddess of destruction. You have to destroy to create.
yes,
One of my
ma'am.
favorite life themes.
Agreed. That's probably partially why we're friends.
Right. Right.
Also,
It's not
but
always an easy process,
oh,
but
no, no, but
Mhm.
it's a necessary and very helpful process if you just surrender to it. But we live in a time where like instant gratification and go 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 is what
Mhm.
we're supposed to be focused on, and this is a time of year to really sit back and chill out, sit
Mhm.
by the fireplace.
Mhm. And even though it is a good time of year to set goals and be, especially because it's the start of Capricorn season, which we'll get into, which is,
Money,
has heavy
money.
associations with money and ambition and career goals. I think it's also very important to recognize that you can't be doing that all the time. You can't be grinding all the time. You do have to rest.
Correct.
We
Yes.
all, nobody's pouring from an empty cup. You have to be able to replenish yourself. And while your brain is doing the work of, okay, I got to plan out everything I want to do, let your body
Just rest. But
rest.
it's like how do you even keep grinding without stopping to assess what you've been grinding this whole time? What if you're going in the wrong direction? But we'll talk about Mercury retrogrades when those come up because we all know that kind of
Right.
thing. Well, actually, just in general, any retrograde, it's almost like you go, 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 go. And it's always a moment of like, okay, let me be still, assess, and then see how I want to move forward. Even with the winter solstice, um, I read somewhere because I am that kind of astrology nerd that between December 21st and December 24th, the sun stops for just those 3 days and to take a rest. And for me, since the sun represents the ego, it's meant for me to really go within and take a rest and take an assessment of what has happened in the year. And then on the 25th, as we know in our culture's Christmas Day, the sun begins to move and it goes 1 degree north on that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that was a really interesting correlation with the winter solstice because it's just time to chill out, y'all. I mean, we've had a rough couple years. Just really, really, really nurture yourself and just go within as much as you can and just chill out. Because we all know once springtime hits next year, everybody, regardless, corona or not, is going to want to be outside. So, enjoy it while we have those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So Capricorn season,
oh,
also
girl.
marked by the winter solstice, the start of Capricorn season. Capricorn Capricorn sun would come in on the shortest day of the year. They're like, we're gonna celebrate the light of Capricorn on the darkest day of the year.
It took them that long to get there.
Right. I
So,
love the Capricorns though.
well, you love the Capricorn. That's you can't help it, right? I love the
Your
Capricorn.
sign.
I'm close to Capricorns. We have the same original ruling planets. So I'm like, all right, I actually like Capricorn. One of my best friends, he's a Capricorn. I love him to death. What's up, Sam? He is the epitome of the goat and
Mm-hmm.
has like I've watched him achieve goals with the steadiest of paces and it's solid. He's like, nope, I'm gonna do this and it's done.
Yeah.
um
That's big Capricorn energy though. I mean, it should be.
and I'm making
Because
lots of money.
again, in our culture, we're not geared toward let's wait, let's go slow and steady, let's build upon build upon build. We are geared toward how fast can I make this happen? Oh, it didn't happen overnight. I'm going to abandon it. And Capricorns, the thing with Capricorns is they can't do that. They're they like fall apart with quick energy. Aries can love something and leave it. Like an Aries can get hot and heavy over their Etsy shop and a month later just shut it down and not give a shit. But like Capricorn will be haunted by that success they didn't have and drive themselves insane over it. So they have to focus that energy on just being happy with incremental progress. I have Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter is the planet of luck, traditionally
Fascinating.
very expansive, happy, lucky energy. And in Capricorn, its influence is like very confined because Capricorn's such a you know, intensely rigid sign. And I have channeled that for my own personal life into the message that all the good luck I get comes from hard work.
Absolutely. Oh, and you are one of the hardest work people I know, girl. I done seen it with my own eyes. I
Stay
actually
out here
Capricorn
grinding because I'm not going to get good luck.
I know, like Capricorn is actually empty in my chart.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now. Um, but what I was also gonna say, Capricorn is also Earth energy, and so you know that's always a grounded influence with whatever it is, even though it's a cardinal energy, which initiates a lot of solid things, solid projects. The groundedness of Capricorn stands the test of time, and Martin Luther King is probably one of the best examples of an enlightened, living the light type of Capricorn, because even now, years later, the effect that he had just was starting the civil rights. And you think about like if he was still alive today, although if you side note on that, if you've never seen the Boondocks, there is an episode where Martin Luther King comes back. Watch it. It is the best. It is. I love. Shout out to Aaron Magruder, but that is an example of probably how Martin Luther King would have felt had he come back.
I hope you're directing that comment toward the people who have joined this live because you know I've seen that episode of the Boondocks.
Listen, we know.
No,
I'm directing it to everybody. But
good.
MLK, you know, he fought for civil rights, and he was a true Capricorn. He stood for what he stood for, and he said what he said. And Capricorn,
and he did it for like years to build a movement.
And Capricorns, when they stand for something, and it's always a good, solid initial change. And that's why Michelle Obama, also shout out to her, another beautiful, lovely Capricorn. Shonda Rhimes, I could probably go on, but I won't. But I love
DM Tanae for
we do
astrological celebrity information.
D Wade is a great Capricorn. You know, we do have shadow ones. We all know that he was stepping in the name of whatever, but that one. So you can see we'll talk about that. So he is a shadow Capricorn, and the devil in the tarot represents the Capricorn, and he is the epitome of what that shadow side represents. Addictions, like bounding, like really karmic relationships, greed,
very toxic work relationships.
The most toxic. A toxic boss, a toxic leader. So, you know, if you are a Capricorn and you listen out there, like, be more like MLK, or at least try and live.
You could be MLK, or every day you have a choice.
And I never thought I would put those two people in the same sentence. But
this is the world we live in.
You fight to work with and know your shadow side so that you can work with your shadow side. People are like, oh, you know, I'm not like, own up to your shit. If you got some negative shit, every sign has good sides and bad sides. We all know it. I know my sign's strong points, and I definitely know the challenges as we so present them. And that's just most of my advice to you. So definitely make friends with your demons, as they say, and learn to play well. But you know, don't
for all the Capricorns. Mm-hmm. What's your wish for Capricorns this year?
Okay. Okay, my wish for Capricorns this year is that they take the time to really enjoy their families. Because Capricorns are generally very career focused, that the home life doesn't necessarily get neglected, but it's not their first attention. So I would encourage Capricorns to really focus on your home life and enjoy what you have.
That's good. Yeah, because they receive a lot from it. That it does replenish them for their career stuff, but they will neglect it and
then
they lose on both sides.
Yes.
I
I
like that.
guarantee you, if a Capricorn spouse hears me, they'll be like, thank you, girl, please. I like the money. I like that we set up, but damn, can I get a little time? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wish for Capricorns is that they find a way to be frivolous.
oh, that's a
You
good
know, it's
one.
not, frivolity is not energy that that should be your sole energy, right? Like, there are signs that live that way. They're called fire signs, and their lives are crazy. Okay. Capricorn couldn't deal with that kind of uncertainty, but they could do with a little bit of it, you know, a little bit of unexpected decision making. You know,
Mm.
make a decision that's spontaneous every now and then. Frivolity. Get a little frivolous,
Ooh,
Capricorns. Get a little
yeah,
bit, just a little bit. Book a
yeah,
weird
okay.
plane ticket. You know, I don't know.
We're going to give a
Um,
quick shout out, though, to a fire sign that sparked this idea. Um,
our
our,
producer,
our producer, what do we do? Oh, we'll go by we'll go by her IG name. Coral Mater. I hope I said that. I just messed up. I know. But shout out to her for suggesting something of this that was created by Cassie and myself. So, let's see. The only other thing I think about the solstice is that it usually becomes a new year for me rather than waiting till January 1st. And I like to use a word for the year rather than make intentions. And Cassie and I know a lovely, lovely human who is also a fire sign, Janet Raftis. Shout out to Janet, who years ago, we've been doing this for what, 6, 7 years? It's been quite some
the
time.
year practice, or the word practice, yes, like
Yeah.
probably 5 or 6 years.
So she just told us to pick a word, and that was the word that helped kind of manifest and the energy that manifested for that year. So I will encourage y'all to think about that.
Mm-hmm. I'm with that. All right. Thanks for joining us for the first live, people of Instagram, and more to come. Follow us. You can follow us on the Instagram, on the TikTok, on the Twitter, and those are the 3 places we are so far. And we're going to have more to come. We'll talk about our big Sunday night projects, late night on the Zodiac chat line. Thanks for being here with us. Goodbye.
Peace out.